Okay, we're recording. Hi Lisa, how you doing? This is Andrew here. I'm just going to share my screen with you. Welcome back to week 2 of the weight loss challenge. I don't want the dog in here. Can we get the dog out, please? Thank you. Okay, we'll share this screen. Okay, now you can see where we're up to. Okay, now I'll just make my screen small. Welcome back to week 2 of the weight loss challenge. This is going to be really fun. Congratulations on your 2 kilos, or nearly your 2 kilos that you lost during the first week of the weight loss challenge. Well done, it's awesome. Now I can be a bit more relaxed here at the moment. Okay, we're going to go through this very, very quickly and give you all the information that you basically need. Okay. Now we've been through the participants. We're going to do a wellness evaluation next time I talk to you, which will probably be next Wednesday, which will be fine. I hope you've got one of those sheets, which I think I sent to you, so please keep your details on there. Also, I'd be very keen to get a before shot before you started this challenge. If you've got anything that you can use, otherwise we can use. No, get something. If you can get something together, that'd be good. Just a front on and a side on. So one like this and one like that. Okay, so that's what we want you to do. Okay, what we normally do during the second, or actually the first and the second, we usually invite people to come to the second night as well, and that's really their first night. And we let people try out the protein bars, which are pretty important to do because it's just another great way of actually keeping to your weight loss goals, but having a lovely protein snack that has a lovely chocolatey taste. Okay, we won't worry about going through that. We've discussed about the discovergoodnutrition.com. That's worth looking at. Anything that you are going through at the moment, you'll find on that. It's a really intense website. Now, before we get started, what we normally do on the second night is that people try the herbal aloe concentrate, and we usually use the mandarin flavour because that seems to be the most popular one. The whole idea of the aloe and the probiotic, which we don't get people to try that because they don't notice the difference straight away. The aloe is obviously a product that's very, very good for cleansing the intestinal tract so you absorb more nutrients. So the whole idea of it is, as you can see in that picture there, and it's obviously not real, is to ensure that the hair-like follicles that are in the intestinal tract are standing up, that they're not, lying down. So I think the whole idea of it is to create a bit more surface area where, as the food passes through, it rubs against all parts of the villi, which are your nutritional receptors, and they absorb that nutrition into the bloodstream to go through to the body where it's meant to go. Okay, so and everyone really should be doing a cleanse every so often. It's just crazy if people don't. If you're going to the toilet once a day, that's good. Sometimes people go twice a day. Some people go once every 2 days, and that's when they really need to consider doing something about the digestion. And as you know, your digestion is obviously your 80% of your immune system is in your gut. So these 2 products here, which is actually $119.20 full price, are worth doing to get some incredible results and actually to speed the process of weight loss up. As you can see here, we've got 8 out of 10 people, they find that they get a reduced bloating. Food usually, depending on how their gut is, will cause the digestion every time they eat to get a bit of bloating. So this will help reduce it. People's digestion is just dramatically improved through this. People get more energy from it. It's not an energy product, but they do. They go to the toilet a bit more often. I know people who are constipated. They get onto this program, this cleanse, and they get some incredible results from it. You lose centimeters and also weight loss. It's a monthly pack, but we sort of push people to take it within 7 to 9 days because they'll get better results doing it that way. Okay, now with the sheets that you've printed off, you should have the sheets that says meal plan A, B, and C. And as you can see, maybe for us guys, 1,500 calories or even 1,800 calories would be ideal. But some ladies would prefer to do that, or they can do the 1,200 calories per day. Now, on those sheets that you've got there, the meal plan A, B, and C, they're templates. And they've got examples of how you can actually put the food units, and there's a list of different foods. Like we have a protein food list, as you can see, a fruits list, a cooked vegetable list, raw vegetables, starches and grains, and taste enhancers, and also protein snacks. Now, the idea, if we go back there, we look at meal plan A, as you'll move forward a bit, this is an example here. There's two ways to do it. They show you the Herbalife way or the food way. Both will work. But we want everyone to be on Herbalife because it is a lot more easier and it's not as fiddly. Whereas you do the food way, you go to the food list, and it says here, for breakfast, 1 protein unit plus 1 fruit. So if we go to the protein units list, and as you can see, there's egg whites, which I prefer just to eat the whole egg. Or let's just go to something else. What do we got there? We've got turkey breast, 85 grams of cooked weight. Turkey breast is 135 calories and 25 grams of protein, which is pretty good. So we go to that list. Where are we? Here we are. For breakfast, I might have that turkey, the 85 grams of turkey, plus 1 fruit. Now, I haven't got that list in front of me at the moment, but one of it might be just a medium apple or something like that. So that'll be for breakfast. Doesn't sound too tempting, but you go through the foods list, pick out what you, or highlight what you find is really, really good, and just fill in the gaps. So it's like there's a template made for you, you just fill the gaps in with the foods. Okay? Now, we have, I'll just go back to this one here. So what we did there is to show the food way and then the Herbalife way. So we suggest people to get onto 2 scoops of the Formula 1, which is 28 grams of Formula 1, and 300 mils of skim milk, and you put yourself a shake there, which has hardly any calories. So I think it's about nearly 200 calories. So that's pretty good. So, and we let people try out the shakes as well on the second night as well. Okay, the goal. Now, you have beaten this goal pretty much by 200%, I think it is. The goal here that we sort of show people that it is possible to lose weight, half a kilo a week. For the whole challenge, you could lose a total of 4.5 kilos for the full 8 weeks, which is pretty reasonable and it's pretty acceptable. And you could say, yeah, I can do that. But what we want to do is to show you through using swaps how you can cut back 500 calories a day from your current daily diet. And you could lose that half a kilo. And that butter there is just an emphasis on how much half a kilo is. So this example here, we have a Herbalife Formula 1 shake versus a blueberry muffin and a medium vanilla frappuccino. Now, the muffin and the frappuccino has a total of 930 calories and 33 grams of fat. The Formula 1 shake has only 180 calories and 1.5 grams of fat, meaning that you've saved, by having the shake, 750 calories and 31 grams of fat. So you can sort of see how there's definitely a way of actually helping yourself progress towards better weight loss by better food choices. The second example is the chicken breast versus red meat. Both are fantastic. The 170 grams of lean sirloin steak is 660 calories and 29 grams of fat, compared to the chicken breast, which is 85 grams of chicken breast, which is 150 calories and 4 grams of fat, saving you 510 calories and 25 grams of fat. Easy. Example 3, a roast beef sandwich, which looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like it's got a bit of gravy in it as well, and mayonnaise, versus the turkey sandwich with vegetables and mustard. So here you're saving 500 calories and 25 grams of fat if you went for the turkey sandwich, which is only 350 calories compared to the 850 calories of the roast beef sandwich with the cheese and mayo. Now, I don't know if anyone would want to go for this. I'd rather have the chips, to be honest with you, compared to the zucchini and the Parmesan cheese. But if you're really determined to lose that weight, then do it. We have 35, yes, 35, they counted it, 35 French fries at 560 calories and 28 grams of fat compared to the zucchini, which is only 60 calories and 2 grams of fat, saving you 500 calories, and 26 grams of fat. Example 5. The Chinese chicken salad with fried noodles versus the 3 cups of greens and 1 cup of mixed fresh vegetables, 85 grams of grilled chicken breast and 2 tablespoons of light salad dressing. So the chicken salad, although it looks very tempting, is up to 1,000 calories and 61 grams of fat in that one meal, compared to the greens, vegetables, chicken and light dressing, which is 320 calories and 11 grams of fat. So if you can see what we're doing here, the better food choices that you're making will add up considerably to a better weight loss result. So if food is one way, obviously we promote the Herbalife way, and the whole idea of Herbalife is basically a nutritional shake which is nutritionally dense, full of everything that you need, without all the calories. So this is a clear and simple, easy way to lose weight, as you know, with your 17 kilos that you lost. So the idea of it is balanced nutrition, and that's all it is. And the idea of Herbalife is to make sure that your gateway, which is your villi, is basically able to absorb more nutrients and protect you from toxins. So that's pretty good. So anyway, with the Formula 2 tablet, that actually has a bit of a cleansing aspect to it as well. So with the shake and the multivitamin, which is complete nutrition, that would be more ideal. But if you want a better cleanse, then definitely go for the aloe. Okay, I'll just keep going. Yeah, so only 205 calories per serving, and mixed with 300 mils of skim milk. It is low GI, and we've had people with diabetes be on this and get some incredible results. So it is for everyone. We also have a sheet on snacking. So if you want to snack between 100 and 150 calories of protein snacks, or just some other ideas of snacks, please go through that list and see what would best suit you. Homework, at least try one new snack a week and let us know what you took and how it affected you, whether it made you feel full or not. Is a good indication of whether it's a good snack or not. If it's high protein, it's good. And tell us about it next week. Okay? Now, we're going to have a bit of a quiz. Now, I have to be quiet because everyone's in bed at the moment. So, when looking at a healthier snack, the key fat to look at closely at is trans fat, total fats, saturated fats, or all of the above. Yes, Lisa, you're right. The answer is D. Saturated and trans fats are not healthy for the heart. Choose snacks with no trans fats, that 2 to 3 grams or less of saturated fats. I don't know if you pronounce this word here, partially hydrogenized oil means trans fats. Fats not all fats are bad, like even avocado, if you have something like that, or coconut oil, nuts, they're all very, very good. And fats are really used to make you feel full. So, yeah, they're actually part of a good balanced diet. Nuts and seeds are rich in healthy poly and monounsaturated fats. So, yeah, go for those sort of things. Question 2. When looking at nutritional labels, choose a snack that is low calorie, low fat, low sugar, or high protein, low fat and low sugar, or balanced with 2 or of the 3 major nutrients, which are the macronutrients, fat, protein and carbohydrates, with at least a couple of grams of fiber, or low carbohydrate, low sugar, high fiber, with a balanced protein and fat. I hope you understood everything that I just didn't understand anything I read it. But anyway, the answer is C. So basically combining carbs with fat and protein is balanced. That's what Herbalife's all about. help sustain energy levels, and 4 grams of fiber per snack will actually help you feel more full and help sort of slow the release of sugar into your system. Question 3. Which of the following should be part of your plan for a healthier snacking? A whole food snack like plain yogurt with blueberries or berries, nuts and vegetables and hummus, or a low-fat snack, a snack bar or energy bar, or it depends. So basically the whole idea of this, what would be part of a good, which of the following should be a part of your plan for healthier snacking? And really, to be honest with you, the answer is it really depends according to your lifestyle. So snacks need to fit into your lifestyle. Like maybe having a protein bar would be ideal if you're always on the run. Or, if you've got time, then you might want to actually make a whole food snack like plain yogurt with various nuts and vegetables, or vegetables with hummus. Okay. Cruskets, the snack that you want has to be nutrient rich. So instead of just having a crusket, which is, you think is pretty low in calories, which it is, but it just doesn't have much else to it. So you want to probably add like cheese and tomato or avocado or ham or something like that to it. Question 4. All else being equal, which is the best sweet snack for you? Not which is the best snack, but which is the best sweet snack? Something sweetened with sugar, something sweetened with organic cane juice, something sweetened with maple syrup or honey, or something that is naturally sweet like fresh fruit, dried fruit, or freeze-dried fruit chips. The answer is D. Create a habit of reaching for fruit when you want something sweet. Dried fruit should be used to accentuate food rather than eaten on its own. For example, you might want to put the fruit with a yogurt or porridge. Okay, out of those ones, yeah, definitely go for that. But sometimes I find if I do crave a snack that's sweet, I usually just have another shake. It doesn't have to be a big one, just a small one. I usually find myself quite satisfied from that. Question 5. Rice cakes can be a great healthy snack. The start of a snack. The plain ones only have about 35 calories. To keep calories down, which of the following would be the best topping for your rice cake? 1 tablespoon of cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of ricotta cheese, 1 tablespoon of strawberry jam, or 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Now, I like peanut butter, I like jam, and normally I would mix both of them, but don't do that. You didn't hear that on this program. Okay, so the answer is 2 tablespoons of ricotta cheese. So there you have it. Regular cream cheese and strawberry jam have 88 calories per tablespoon each. Peanut butter has a little bit more calories, 118 calories per tablespoon. Ricotta cheese with 2 tablespoons is only about 50 calories. So go for the ricotta cheese. Question 6. You are craving something smooth and creamy. Which of the following choices has the fewest calories? A single serve of rice pudding, a single serve of chocolate pudding, and 1 carton of regular yogurt, 200 grams, or half a banana and a tablespoon of chocolate syrup. Which would have the fewest calories? And the answer is half a banana with the chocolate syrup. Rice pudding and chocolate pudding have about up to 140 calories per serve. Low-fat yogurts with fruit at the bottom of them have 150 plus calories per individual carton. But a half a banana, which is only 45 calories, and a dollop of chocolate syrup is 50 calories. So it's an under 100 calorie treat. So yeah, very delicious treat. Normally people don't get that one. Question 7. In a healthy diet, how many snacks should you have a day? The answer is 2 to 3. 2 to 3 snacks help control blood sugar levels, boost energy, and control your weight. The idea of it is to actually help increase your metabolism. Every time you eat, it increases your metabolism. That's why we expect people to have a breakfast. Because if they don't have breakfast, they're not really starting up their metabolism properly. Going for long periods without food can trigger overeating and binges, and try to plan ahead. So the more you plan, the more you're going to be successful in your weight loss, because really, in all fairness, the planning makes all the difference. Eat small meals and have healthy, high fiber, satisfying high fiber snacks throughout the day. Now, question 8. You have several leftovers in your refrigerator that look tempting for a snack. Which of the following will use up the fewest calories in your calorie budget? A piece of lasagna about 8 centimeters square. That's really small. Isn't that small? That's very small. 2 fried chicken drumsticks, a cup of homemade macaroni and cheese, or a cup of corn fried rice. What would you think would be the best option? The answer is, and you won't believe it, it is actually 2 fried chicken drumsticks. They have about 250 calories for both drumsticks, and you can save 75 calories if you remove the breaded coating from the skin. All the other foods have about up to 500 calories for just that small snack. Ugh. Question 9. Sometimes when you're thinking that you're actually really hungry, you're really just thirsty. If you think maybe drinking something might help quench your thirst and get rid of those hunger pains, which would be the best choice? Now, out of 350 ml of these liquids, you've got lemonade, cranberry juice, grapefruit juice, or a canned mango juice. What do you think? The answer is grapefruit juice. Grapefruit has the least amount of calories, just around about 150. Everything else has 200 plus. So try mineral water with a few tablespoons of juice, or even if you wanted to, something a bit more refreshing, go for maybe the aloe concentrate, go for the mango or the mandarin flavour. It is really refreshing. It's a real treat. Question 10. Which of the following berries has the least amount of calories per cup when fresh? Raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, or blackberries? The answer is, that's right, Lisa, you got it. It's strawberries. A cup of fresh strawberries is only about 45 calories. Raspberries and blackberries are 60 calories. Blueberries, 80 calories. Now, berries in general are high in vitamin A and C and contain a lot of fibre. However, if you snack on dried berries, keep in mind that only a half a cup is equal to a full cup of fresh berries. So there you go. Congratulations on the fantastic results. I'd love to see the measurements as well, if you don't mind. If you could send them to me so I can keep track of everything as well, that'd be really, really good. Now, we do go through, with the scales that we have, we're able to tell, obviously body weight, you could do that at home, but the body fat and also muscle mass, but we'll skip that for the time being. Next week, before I see you on Wednesday at 7:30, and we'll try and keep to that time, go to the participants section in herbalifewlc.com.au, go to week 3 and type in the password beverage. You will not be able to get into that unless you have that password. So print them out, have a read of them, and then you'll have a bit of a better understanding of what we're going to go through. Okay, so that's pretty much it for tonight. I'll stop sharing my screen. There we go. And I will see you next week on Wednesday. In fact, I would like to talk to you. No, we'll do the wellness evaluation after that next session on Wednesday, okay, for week 3. And we'll just go through that and see what else we can do to help you get some better results. Please get that protein powder. It is really going to make a significant difference to your weight loss. Your whole diet will change because of it. Definitely stick to the tablets, and if you want to, try and do the cleanse if you feel as though you are getting a bit bloated when you're eating. It will make a significant difference to your whole, you'll feel better. You'll just feel so much better. Well, we'll chat with you then, and have a good night, and I don't know what else to say. Have a great night. See you then.